What does it take for an underdog to take on a giant? In the world of video games, the answer came in the form of Tom Kalinske, a man who knew little about video games, but everything about storytelling and marketing. Picture this. It's 1990, and Sega is struggling to gain a foothold in a market dominated by Nintendo. Nintendo owned 90% of the gaming market, leaving scraps for anyone daring to compete. But Kalinske had a knack for doing the impossible. When Sega's president Nakayama approached him, he had one bold offer. Run Sega of America your way. Kalinske's plan was audacious. Instead of selling Sega Genesis at a premium price, as Nakayama initially intended, Kalinske proposed a strategy that shocked the industry. Bundle the console with the game Sonic the Hedgehog and slash the price. It was a direct challenge to Nintendo's dominance. Retailers were skeptical, and even Sega's Japanese executives doubted the strategy. But Kalinske knew that Sonic, with his rebellious and edgy personality, could become Sega's answer to Mario, a symbol of youth and speed, a stark contrast to Nintendo's family-friendly image. The gamble worked. By the end of 1991, Sega had carved out a significant share of the market, with Sonic as its flagship mascot. Kalinske's story reminds us that sometimes, taking a calculated risk and leaning into your strengths can redefine the rules of competition. One line from the book captures this sentiment perfectly. Success doesn't come from playing it safe. It comes from knowing when to rewrite the playbook. But what happens when rewriting the rules leads to unforeseen consequences? Kalinske's success was only the beginning of a deeper battle, one that would test Sega's resolve to innovate and survive. What do you do when your biggest strength also becomes your greatest vulnerability? For Sega, the newfound success with Sonic and the Genesis brought pressure to sustain their momentum. Kalinske and his team faced an unrelenting question. What's next? Enter the Sega CD, an ambitious attempt to leap ahead with cutting-edge technology. The promise was bold. Games with cinematic graphics that would revolutionize the industry. But bold promises often come with challenges. The Sega CD's development was fraught with delays, technical issues, and a price point that alienated many customers. Critics mocked it as an overpriced add-on. Internally, there was division. Kalinske pushed for more affordable pricing and better marketing, but the lack of compelling game titles left consumers unimpressed. Kalinske's approach to this crisis was a masterclass in damage control. Recognizing that the Sega CD wasn't living up to expectations, he focused on turning attention back to the Genesis. Strategic partnerships with third-party developers helped bring in a wave of popular games, like Mortal Kombat, which catered to the teenage audience Nintendo ignored. Kalinske also doubled down on Sega's edgy branding, famously launching the Sega Does What Nintendo Don't campaign. Despite the setbacks of the Sega CD, the Genesis flourished. The lesson here is one of resilience and adaptability. When faced with failure, pivot toward what works and build on it. The book encapsulates this wisdom. You don't have to win every battle to win the war. Kalinske's tenure at Sega was marked by daring decisions, innovative strategies, and lessons in resilience. Each story offers a glimpse into the challenges of disrupting an industry, from the thrill of triumph to the cost of internal discord. Today, as we see Sonic's continued popularity in games and movies, we're reminded of the lasting impact of Kalinske's bold vision. In the ever-evolving world of technology and entertainment, the lessons from Sega's battle in the console wars remain as relevant as ever.